Do you really need a super wide angle lens? Now this right here is the Sigma 14-24 2.8 wide angle lens. And I bought this lens because I thought it would be really cool and different and so much wider than my 16-35. No, it's not. It's a great lens. It's really, really nice. It's well built. The autofocus is fantastic. But do you actually really need it? I'm gonna show you a side-by-side comparison of the Sigma 14-24 and also the Sony 16-35 2.8. Now in most of these situations, I could have just taken a step back to get that extra wide angle. And I did find that having the 14 and the 16, they're pretty close focal length, so you don't really notice it that much. There was this one shot of the art on the wall and I physically couldn't get any further back. So this was one case where I thought, oh yeah, this is quite cool because I can get that wide shot without having to be back and I wasn't limited. Other than that, most landscape shots, you can take that extra step back. So is there a real point to having the 14? Well, it comes down to what you guys do and what you want out of your camera and your lens. For me personally, I'm probably gonna end up selling this lens because I just don't see a need for it. And it is, you know, a $2,000 lens. So it is quite expensive and I can get the same kind of shots from my 16-35. Another thing that is a little bit limiting about this lens is it only goes up to 24, whereas obviously your 16 goes up to 35. So you have that little bit extra when you want to zoom in. Now, initially I did buy this lens thinking it would be a great option for, you know, vlogging and getting around day to day. But it's heavy. It's a heavy lens. Another thing is you can't put a filter on the front of it. They do, however, give you this little thing that you can slide in here and put a filter in the back end, but that's just too fiddly. I'm not gonna be doing that. Then you have to take your whole lens off your body and then take the filter in and out, and that just leaves room for error and for dust to get into your camera sensor. Now, as far as performance goes for this lens, I think it's fantastic. It's sharp, it's got a really nice picture, the autofocus works just like my Sony lenses, but I just feel like the focal length is lacking. Maybe if this was the Sony 12mm, you might see a bit of a difference, but for me, the 14 was just way too similar to the 16mm. Having said that, the Sony 12mm is really expensive, so you gotta pick and choose what is really important to you. I would say if you're a big real estate guy or girl and you film a lot of real estate videos, this could be a really cool option for you. It does give you that little bit extra of wideness that you might need when you're in a small cramped home. I really did want to like this lens. I really did, but it's just not practical. I just don't think it's gonna be in my kit. I'm not gonna use it. I'd just rather use the 16-35, to be honest. Now, I do own the Sony 16-35 2.8 lens, as well as the Sigma 14-24mm lens, but I also, what I'm shooting on right now is the Sony 16-35 power zoom lens. Now I'm gonna have a review coming up solely on this lens because this is a game changer. It is such a cool lens. It is only f4, but stay tuned. This is gonna be a really cool video for you guys to kind of let you know that maybe you don't need 2.8 all the time. Now let me know in the comments down below, can you guys see a difference between the 14-24 and the 16-35? Let me know in the comments below. And also let me know in the comments below, what lens would you prefer? Would you prefer the Sigma 14-24 or the Sony 16-35? And that's it for the video, guys. If you did like the video, it really does help if you like, subscribe, subscribe and share it and comment and all that good stuff. We are uploading now, hopefully once a week if I can get my shit together. That's the plan. So comment down below if you want to see this channel grow. I really am doing all these videos for you guys to try and help you out in your filmmaking. And if you did, like I said, like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.